Hi betting experts, on Saturday March the 22nd, 8 races on ITV on Saturday, the best of the action from Bangor, Kelso and Newbury, where the ground has dried out. They've been watering, maintaining. They're going at all tracks, just going to be on the softer side of good. There is a bit of weather in the forecast, and I would imagine most of the tracks could do with it, to be honest, to ease things a touch. We've had a very quiet week with non-runners galore and firm ground, really, relatively speaking, at a lot of tracks, so hopefully conditions will ease a touch. We start off with our betting expert Daily Nap, sponsored by Priced Up Bet. This goes in the 240 at Newbury, a 2 mile 4 furlong handicap chase, a really valuable contest, and I think Scarface has got the perfect makeup here to bounce back to his best form at a double figure price. Now, Joe Tizard's handicapper struggled last time out at this track, but that was on very soft ground and he made a bad blunder at the 9th, effectively ending any chance he had in a hot contest, won in impossible fashion by Booster Bob. Watch that race back, it really was an extraordinary ride by Sean Bowen on the winner, traded at 1,000 to 1 in running. Scarface was disappointing there, but before that he'd been running really well in defeat, and this drying spring ground and a very strong gallop is exactly what he needs. He's a smooth traveller, he don't win too many races, but he's got a high cruising speed. He's ahead of this mark now, and the excellent Brendan Powell's booked. I think he'll bring him through late at hopefully a rewarding double figure price. Our betting expert value angle selection, sponsored by Priced Up Bet, goes in the 205. This is a 2 mile 3 handicap hurdle, and I think Callium can resume his upwardly mobile profile here for Tim Vaughan. Now, things were going really well for Callium. He was 2 from 3. They sent him up to Carlisle in the handicaps last time out, and he just found the Carlisle Hill on nearly heavy ground, far too much for him. He still travelled nicely under a confident ride there. I think he's still in form. There's more to come. I think he'll settle for the first time in this much better race on better ground with a strong pace on the cards, and Alan Johns can bring him through late. Tim, a trainer I normally don't back his horses, to be honest, but he does tend to hit form at this time of year, and they've had a recent winner in the last week. The remaining 6 races on ITV on Saturday will start at Bangor in the 135, a 2 mile 3 handicap hurdle. I like Mildam here for Jamie Snowden. Jamie's had a brilliant week. His horses are absolutely flying. I think he's had 6 winners in the last 14 days, and Mildam has won 5 of his 18 starts over hurdles. Last time out he was 40 to 1 and outclassed in the Moor Battle at Kelso, but this is calmer waters, better ground here. I think this intermediate triple suits him, and Gavin Sheehan riding as well as anyone in the weighing room at the minute. Over to Kelso for the 150, a 3 mile 2 mares hurdle. Well, why not? He's miles clear on the ratings here. Comes from a yard in terrific form, Henry Daly. She's won 5 from 9 over hurdles. She's run once at Kelso. She came home by 19 lengths, really impressively. So the track's no bother at all. She's got her ground conditions, and I thought she ran well when 3rd at Doncaster last time out. She's a proven stayer. I think she's a class above these rivals. Staying at Kelso for the 225, a very competitive 2 mile 5 handicap hurdle. There's nothing flash about Foster's Fortune. She's a really tough and likeable mare from the Chris Grant yard, but always gives her running. I thought last time out at Catterick, I watched that run back this morning, she's left with an awful lot of ground to make up round that sharp track. I think the long Kelso running will suit her. She's bound to give her running again under regular rider Danny McMenamin. Some others may be better handicap, but she's the reliable one. Staying at Kelso for the 3 o'clock, a 2 mile mare's novice handicap hurdle. Well, Northern Air sprang a bit of a surprise last time out at Taunton off the wind operation, but there was no fluke about it, and I think it's on a reasonable handicap mark now. The Fergal O'Brien yard continues in excellent form, and she's got scope to improve as she becomes a bit more settled. And I think spring ground will definitely suit her now going into handicaps from a reasonable opening mark. Over to Newbury for the 315, a 2 mile 4, another mare's novice handicap hurdle. I think I Am the Moon is overpriced here. My only doubt is that Nigel Twiston Davies has definitely gone quiet, and in the old days they did used to be a yard who used to go months without having a winner, very streaky, but in recent years they're much more reliable, and this unexposed mare is worth another chance after getting very tired in bad ground at Southall last time out. That's certainly not done her opening handicap mark any harm, and I think she's got scope to do better on spring ground. And finally up to Kelso, the 335, a 2 mile 1 furlong handicap chase. Well, I like Lively Citizen here. Dave Jeffries, a very shrewd operator from a pointing background. When the money's down, a very warm trainer to keep an eye on. And he's returned to the winners after a quiet winter. He usually hits form in the spring, summer. His horses are well treated. This consistent chase has won 2 from 8 over fences, caught a tartar last time out in Dance Thief at Ayr, shaping better than the Bear result, and has got optimum conditions to bounce back to winning form here. Best of luck with all 8 ITV races on Saturday, betting experts, and please do check out our sponsor. Get yourself an account with Priced Up Bet. They offer some very attractive enhanced prices, particularly on the ITV racing.